Hi everybody, it's Colleen from Colleen Beauty and Fashion. So it's that time that I do my March 2022 favorites and fails for you. I have quite a few things here, and interestingly, they're mostly from 3 brands. I have a lot of Essence makeup, some Milani, and I have a couple of things from L'Oreal. So I think this will be a fun video. I have a bare face to begin with today, so you can see my mature skin, and I'm going to demonstrate my favorite products to you, and so you can see how they work on my over 50 skin. But don't be shy. If you're under 50, you can watch too. Most of these products that work on mature skin will also work on younger skin. So I invite you to stay tuned as we have a little fun, and I explain to you all my favorites from March of 2022. So I've put my hair back, as you see, so I can show you as I put the first thing on my face, which is the L'Oreal True Match. Let me just show it to you here. I need my glasses, as always. So this is the foundation that I'm going to use, L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. Now, look it. I am scraping the bottom of the barrel here. And it's time to buy and start, trying something different. But I have used 2 bottles of this now. I actually started using it before I started my YouTube channel. So this is the second bottle I've gone through. But I truly do really love this product. I find, and we'll see if I can even get enough out of here to do my face today. I find it just acts great for me as a foundation. It's, I would say, medium coverage. And I really like how it goes on the face. See, I'm going to have to swipe it off the applicator here so I can get enough to do it today. But what I do is I put it on my hand, there you see, and then take my glasses off. I put some on my face. And I spread it around, and I'm going to need my mirror to do this, because I can't do it into the camera yet. I'll work on it. But I just go like this and spread it around first with my hand, my fingers, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough even to finish it for you today, but you'll get the idea. And I'll put a little bit more on my hand. Can you hear it? Making that empty bottle noise? Empty bottle noise. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see how we can do. Well, you can't say I didn't get my money's worth out of this one, eh? So here I go in again around the nose. The chin. And then I just pounce it in with my sponge all over the place. And this is the technique I would use for any foundation. I prefer the sponge. There we go. So that's pretty much done. So I don't know how well you can see, but I think it goes on very nicely. And it has skincare elements in it with the hyaluronic acid, so it feels very nice on the skin. Doesn't feel drying at all. And I find through the day it doesn't settle into any cracks, or I have these very deep marionette lines here, and I have a little bit of texture in here, and I find that it doesn't settle in there at all. So I really think it's a top-notch product. The next item I have for you is actually a fail. So I've been looking for an under eye concealer brightener. I have a lot of issues like trying to find something that doesn't settle into the creases and the little tiny wrinkles here under my eyes. And I don't necessarily have like dark circles or anything, but I do have quite a bit of wrinkling under here. So I was hopeful that this might work. I got this in my last BoxyCharm, and it was actually the item I picked. And it's the Winky Luxe Peeper Perfect. But it settles in just like the others, and I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm going to demonstrate it for you and you can see what I mean. So I take my little mirror and I was just taking the tiniest little amount, and I do have like moisturizer and everything on under my eyes, so way too much came out. That's another problem with this product, is it comes out too fast. But anyway, so I put it on under here just with my finger, and then I stamp it in with my sponge. And I don't know if you can see like under here, but to me this where the product is looks worse than this. So I'm not sure why. Sometimes people put the under eye concealer on and then they put other products on trying to make the under eye concealer work. To me, I don't see the point in that. Like, it just should be something that works in the first place. If I have to put another product on to make it work, then it's not working. That's my theory anyway. So the search continues for something to go under my eyes that works for me. If you have any suggestions, please put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it, but this one isn't doing it for me. So let's have some fun. Next in the order of how I put on my makeup, I would put on my eyeshadow next. And if you've been watching any of my other videos at all, and you can link to them through this playlist here for what I'm about to talk about, I have done a lot of reviews of the Essence eyeshadow palettes. Enough to have a playlist for them, which you can see right there. Anyway, I am going to show you, I have Ice Baby, and some of them are warm because I've used them so much. So Ice Baby. I have the Taupe, which I figured I did feature in one of the videos, and I apologized already for the condition of it, but I use it a lot. I've shown you the Rose palette, which is very pretty for spring, very pretty colors. I've shown you the Nude. Maybe I haven't done the Nude. Maybe I have yet to do the Nude. And I know I haven't demonstrated Ice Baby either, so maybe I'll have to do those two in a separate video. I definitely did the Dancing Green. It was in the first video where I said, welcome to my channel. This was the one that I featured. And I've also done I Like to Mauve It. So that's been a popular one. And I don't think I featured this one either, Bronze This Way. So I have to do this one too. So I have a couple more that I will do, but definitely you can see, look at my little stack. I quite like the Essence eyeshadow palettes. They've been a lot of fun to work with this month, and I've really enjoyed them. So I'm not going to demonstrate them though this month because I did have one other eyeshadow favorite that I'm going to do for a change. This is from Peak Cosmetics. And this one came in, I think it was a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy. I'll check. I'm not sure which one it was. But this shadow is so unique, I think, because of its color. And it's kind of a one and done, and I always have trouble opening it, but that doesn't make it bad. It's me, not it. So, but it's, I don't know if you can see, but it's like a lilac that shifts and kind of melts into a brown. And it's such a unique color. I just love it. So, and I just put it on with my fingers, and I'm going to demonstrate it to you now because I just think it's the coolest thing. And you know, when I wake up late in the morning and I'm in a hurry to get dressed and walk my dog and get to the bus, this is really a nice shadow to have. So I believe the shade is called Wednesday. In fact, I know it is. But look at that. Just one little swoop with your finger. There you go. That's all you need is a finger. So can you see? I think it's very interesting. So that's been a kind of a great one when I don't have the time to do a full eyeshadow look or on the weekends. I've really been enjoying this. And of course, next we do eyeliner. I like a black eyeliner near my eyelashes. And if you've been watching me at all, I have loved this Essence eyeliner pen. And I'm going to use it today on the top of my lash, like where my lash line is. So I've also counseled before in my other videos, don't be afraid of liquid eyeliner. I think it's great because it kind of fills in when we've got more mature skin and more mature lashes, right? They tend to go a little sparse and maybe not even as full and lush as they used to be. And I find anyway that using a liquid eyeliner really helps you to fill in and make your lashes look more like they have more volume, like they have more volume. So don't be afraid, just take it slow. So that's one eye, and then this is always my more difficult eye. But you can see I just make little tiny strokes and then I join them all together. And I don't make any flick at the end or any wing or any cat's eye because I'm just trying to make the lash line look like it has more volume. So I always have to check with my glasses because that's the stage of life I'm in. So I did a pretty good job, I want to say. Yeah, don't be afraid. I'm just going to touch up this one eye a little bit. Don't be afraid. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. Now I have another eyeliner here that was a favorite, a discovery this month that I got very excited about. And I made a little YouTube short about it because I came home. I was so excited about this discovery I made. So this is from Vasanti. It's a Kajal Waterline eyeliner. It's in brown. Now, Vasanti is a Canadian brand. So I know they're available in Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada. I'm not sure about their shipping internationally. They probably do, but you could check it out. But what I love about this company and this brand is that it's a female-run brand. It's a sister and a friend, two sisters and a friend. And they are very inclusive, and I believe it's vegan and all those good things. I will check for you and list it in the description as I will for all the products. They'll all be in the description. But I was so excited about this eyeliner because it's brown, one thing, and it stays. And I've had such a hard time finding a brown eyeliner that will stay in my bottom waterline for the entire day. So I'm going to demonstrate it for you. I'll have to look in the mirror and do it. So there you go. I went all the way in. You don't have to, of course. You could just do the outer third when you're doing your everyday makeup, but I went all the way in so you could see the demonstration of it. It's just a really great product. It stays, it's wonderful. It's a nice brown color. It's a Kajal formulation, so I think it's brilliant. So I don't have a favorite mascara for you this month, so I'll do that off camera when I finish the look at the end. But next, I'm going to move on to blush. So for my favorite that I discovered this month, I have the Milani blush. There it is. And I know a lot of people love the Milani blushes, but it was a new brand to me. And this one's 01 Romantic Rose. So I've been using this a lot. I've also used a lot of the Essence Mosaic blush, but this is kind of a a more peachy color than that one. So when I need a peach one, this has been my favorite. So I'll just demonstrate it for you. You can see that it's been well used. My rose is fading, but it's just a really easy product to work with, and it delivers good pigment. So pardon me while I reach for my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. But there, can you see? It's just that easy. And the greatest thing is it lasts all day. Now I do use a setting spray, which obviously helps, but this blush does not fade and go away on you, which, you know, can be a concern, especially with powder blushes. I find they can really fade and disappear, but this one is good. And there we go. That's Milani powder blush in the color Romantic Rose. So I have one more fail in the makeup category, and I did speak about this on my second chances video, but I gave it a second chance and it failed again. So now it's a permanent fail for me. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Cream Eyeshadow in the color Timeless Taupe. Now, I'll show it again. This one dried up to nothing, and it honestly, it isn't that old. So, and when I put it on, it fades away and I can't see it at all, like it's a non-color. So I have another one that's the pinky one. I think it's called Opal Pink or something like that. And it's fine. It's okay. It's this one. So this is not a good product for me personally. The Age Perfect line for me is really hit and miss. I find that some of it works for me and some of it just doesn't. But this definitely is a no for me this month. Now I have another Essence product for you that I'm going to use on my lips. And it's very tiny print, so I need my glasses. This is the Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil. And this color is called Charming. Isn't that cute? So I really like this lip pencil. It is pretty much my lip color. It's pretty much like right on my lip color. So I can just use it to outline. And then on days when I'm in a big hurry, I can just fill in with this too. Now this is a bit drying. When you use your lip liner as, you know, your lipstick, it is drying. So if you have a problem with, you know, your lips seeming dry, you may not want to do this, but it works okay for me. And I followed up with another Essence product, which is this What the Fake. This is Lip Plumping Serum. I guess I could hold it over here. And this has chili extract in it, so it plumps your lips with that. And I said in another video, it stings a little bit. So if you don't like that sensation, you won't like this. And it hasn't hurt me at all, like as far as drying or, you know, making my lips in. But I'm not a sensitive person. My skin is not sensitive at all. So if you are sensitive, this may not be the product for you. But I've been using it daily and I really enjoy it. So I'm going to put some on. Yeah, it's very nice texture, but immediately you feel the stinging and even a little bit on the tip of your tongue. But I think it works nicely. It's not sticky or anything. It's a nice gloss. So, you know, if you're not afraid of the chili extract, give it a shot. It's certainly reasonably priced. I'll put all the prices of everything on the video so you can see. But we all know that Essence is really well-priced product. So at the end of my makeup routine, I like to use a setting spray. And I've talked many times about how I think they're a game changer. They, you know, I have a very active life. I'm out there in the world. I have a dog. I walk my dog. Then I go to work. I take the bus to get to work. And then I'm at work all day, you know, and I'm around people all the time and I'm out in the air. And I find the setting spray really has made a difference in how well my makeup lasts. And I have been trying several of them, but so far my favorite, and it's all gone, is the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray. It has just the right amount of kind of glow to it. It definitely works, you know, to keep your makeup in place, and it smells really nice. And the mist from all the ones I've tried so far is a fine mist, but it's not the finest, I'm sure, out there because this is a drugstore product. But I really like this one. It's empty, and I've been using others, but I think eventually I will go back to it because I really do like it. So that's my favorite setting spray for this month. So let's wrap up with some skincare and some hair care. So my favorite skincare product this month, and I've been using it for a couple months to be honest with you, is this L'Oreal Revitalift. This is the Retinol, Pure Retinol Night Serum, and I believe it's 1%. So this is my jump into the retinol game, if you like. I wasn't using retinol before, and I'd read a lot about this particular one, and a lot of people seem to think it was a really good one to start with. So I did. Now, at first, as my skin was getting used to it, I did have some flaking and, you know, a little bit of redness. But as I've continued to use it, that's really calmed down. And I do really notice a difference in the texture of my skin. So I do think retinol is worth me trying, you know, some more. I'm not ready to step up to buying it, you know, a prescription or anything, but I will try other products with retinol in them. This one is 1%, so I may go 1% again or go higher. But if you are interested in a 1% over-the-counter retinol serum, this one is really great. I would recommend it. And last but not least, I have some hair care for you. So this is the L'Oreal Paris Hair Expertise Extraordinary Oil. This is the Nourishing Multi-Use Mask, and it says it's for dry to very dry hair. So there it is. Right now, this is on sale at our Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada for $5.99, but the normal price of it is around $10, and I'm sure you can get it at a lot of places in the United States and Canada. I have a story behind this, and I'll pop up a picture. About a year ago, I had very short, very blonde pixie haircut, and my hair was very overprocessed. So I decided that it was time to be nice to my hair and stop coloring it bleach blonde and kind of change up the color a little bit, grow out the bangs I had, which were fried, and start treating it a little nicer. And my hairstylist originally recommended a hair mask that was very expensive. It was over $40. And I used that all up. But then I wanted to do some investigating on my own and see if I could find something else. And I found this. So I have to tell you, this smells glorious to start with. Like, it's just wonderful smelling. And I use it as a conditioner every time I wash my hair. Now, I'm older, I have dry skin, dry hair, so I only wash my hair like every 2 to 3 days. And when I do, I use this as the conditioner. And then every once in a while, like once a month, I'll use it as a mask, and I'll leave it in, you know, for 15, 20 minutes. This, I believe, has really changed the silkiness, the softness, the split ends, the frizziness of my hair. And I'm going to put a pop in a picture and you can see the difference. But I really think this is a great item. It's drugstore, it's reasonably priced, and my hair is fine. And, you know, it's not thick or coarse or curly or any of that. So this does not weigh it down. So I think this is a really great product to give a try. For the price, you can't beat it. Even if it doesn't work for you, it's worth the $10 just to see if it does work for you. So I highly recommend this one as well. So that's it for the favorites and fails this month. I'm going to go away and finish my makeup look for the day and come back and say farewell to you. I just have a special announcement I want to share with you before we say our goodbyes. At the start of next month, I'm going to do a special series on my channel, and I'm going to do 30 products from 30 different brands for 30 days. So for the entire month of April, I'm going to feature one product a day. I'm going to buy it, test it, and review it all in one day. And I'm doing this as a special challenge to myself, but I hope that you get excited about it and want to follow me along. And I definitely want you to tell me if there's products that you would like to see me try. Now, I have a couple of caveats about that. One is it has to be readily available. I have to be able to buy it at the drugstore, or, you know, at the Walmart or Sephora is okay too. But it can't be anything that's difficult for me to find here in Canada. So you're going to have to probably stick to the major brands if you have a request. The other thing I'd like to say is I don't want to be spending hundreds of dollars on, you know, on skincare products and stuff like that. So if you could keep your suggestions to things that are kind of reasonably priced, I'm okay if they're Sephora brands and they're, you know, higher end brands, but not $300 skincare. And pretty much not skincare in general, because you can't test it in one day. So let's stick to makeup items, and I'm really excited about this challenge coming up. I think it'll be fun, and at the very least, if you follow along with me, you can see if I make it, and posting one video a day for 30 days. But I'm excited to try it, so that's something to look forward to. So here's my finished look. I had to add my eyebrows and some mascara, and I'm not going anywhere today, so just around the house. So this is a pretty minimal look, and I'm just fine with that today. So here's Bonnie. As usual, she's going to help me say goodbye to you. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And don't forget, I have my 30 products in 30 days from 30 different brands coming up starting on April 1. So if you subscribe, you'll be able to follow me along on that journey and see what happens. It'll be a good challenge, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So until then, until my next video, bye-bye from Bonnie and I. Say bye-bye to the people. Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye now.